Ladies and gentlemen, the big Romelu Lukaku is making waves in Rome. We'll talk about that. We've got some exciting bits and pieces in regards to Christopher Nkunku. I cannot wait for this guy to return back. And of course, some news in regards to Axel Disasi, Malo Gusto, Ian Martsen, all of these people. They've made it to the international duty for their respective nations, but Disasi has apparently pulled out due to injury. So we'll talk about all of this. Let's go. All right. Here we go. Back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start things off with Romelu Lukaku. Big Rom is doing a madness in Rome, and this is good. Hopefully, he continues in this manner, and then we can ship him off to Rome, and Rome ends up paying the money that we've placed. We'll go through the news. Before we do that, I just want to say, ladies and gentlemen, Romelu Lukaku, I've always said it. This guy is not a bad footballer. Like, there is a decent footballer there if you play to his strengths, and if you give him an environment where he feels loved, because it's very important for him, he will, flourish. But the issue is this guy. This guy, he's so temperamental. He's very imbalanced, and it's just not going to work out with Chelsea Football Club. I don't want him to come back. He doesn't want to come back because this guy emotionally is a bit of is a massive mess, is a massive gamble, is a huge risk, because one day he's feeling good, next day he could turn around and say that he has no feelings towards you. So right now he's feeling brilliantly at Rome. With Roma under Jose Mourinho, but you never know. A couple of months' time, this guy could flip on Roma and could start thinking about going somewhere else. So I won't be surprised. But at the moment, ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea and Romelu Lukaku have an agreement in place for him to leave next summer, which includes a fixed fee of around 37 million. So if you guys remember, in the summer, before we let him go to Roma on loan for the entire season, we did put you can somewhat say an exit clause or a release clause. If Roma wants to buy him at the end of the season, we don't want to get in all this nonsense that we had to go through in the summer window, where how much is Romelu Lukaku valued. We've slapped a 37 million offer at the end of the season. Take it or leave it. That pretty much is his book value at the end of 3 seasons of a 5-year contract with us. So hopefully we can get that, and hopefully Roma can find the money to provide that sort of sum for Romelu Lukaku. But as I said, Romelu Lukaku is doing a madness, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a look at this. His stats are looking delicious. Let's just increase that a little bit. There we go. 6 Serie A games, as you can see, 5 goals, 462 minutes played. Europa League 2 matches, 2 goals, 144 minutes played. Overall, 8 matches, 7 goals, 606 minutes. So he is getting utilized a lot, and he is banging in goals. A couple of goals, as I said, in Europa League. I know these are all Mickey Mouse teams, but nonetheless, I've watched some of this guy's matches in Europa League and in La Liga. As you can see, in La Liga, goal against Empoli, goal against Torino, goal against Frosinone, or however you pronounce it, and 2 goals against Cagliari. I've seen some of his goals. Honestly, his hold up, his link up, and his finishing inside the box is absolutely immense. So look, hopefully, ladies and gentlemen, we can get rid of Romelu Lukaku at the end of the season to Roma, and we can bag 37 million. I think that would be fantastic business, in my opinion. So let's hope that Romelu Lukaku continues in this fashion. Let me know if any of you guys would be interested to bring Romelu Lukaku in. I mean, look, can he perhaps work under Pochettino? I don't know, because Poch does like to press with his attacking players. This guy simply won't do that. So he'll have to change up our plans. But as I said, there is a good player there. There is 100% a good player there who can bang in goals. It's just his temperament, his emotional side of the game. it's just not worth taking the risk. But let me know in the comment section how you feel about that. Next up, Axel Disasi has been called up to the French squad and will replace Jules Koundé. This was the news earlier on in the day. As the day progressed, he's now injured. Axel Disasi injured his quadriceps against Burnley and now withdrawn from the French squad. So look, it would have been nice. Axel Disasi does deserve his flowers, I have to admit. In the first few games when he was featuring for Chelsea Football Club, he looked very, very shaky. There were some mistakes as well. Some of his passing was astray, and overall, some of the decisions that he made in defense were not good at all. But over the last few games, I have to say, besides that recent Burnley goal that we gave away, that wasn't just his fault. That was a combination of many players that was involved. Um, that needed to do a lot better. Besides that, Axel Disasi has actually been very, very solid and flawless to a certain degree. And I've appreciated his performance. I know in recent times, a lot of us said, is he really an upgrade to Chalobah? From the bits and pieces that we saw in the early stages of the Chelsea career. I'm still holding on to that. I want to see Axel Disasi for at least another 6 months to see exactly what level of a defender he could be for us. Obviously, there is always a lot of hype about him. He's done well in Monaco along with Badiashile, and that's a combination a lot of Chelsea fans can't wait to see. But bottom line is, because of his good performances in recent times, he was rewarded a French national team place, and that would have been nice. I really would like to see a lot of our players play in the international level and be selected for international squads, because if you do well, that will reward you with international matches, and hopefully they can do well there and then bring back the experience as well to Chelsea Football Club. So it all works out nicely. This is somewhat a little bit upsetting when players like Raheem Sterling doesn't make through, but Raheem Sterling has been a bit iffy in recent times, and that's probably why it's justified that he's not in the English team. Now you can say otherwise as well. Why is Harry Maguire in the English team, or why is XYZ in the English team? They don't even play. But that's Gareth Southgate for you. But in regards to Axel Disasi, ladies and gentlemen, obviously he's pulled out now because of quadriceps injury. However, this is coming from Nathan Gissing saying Disasi's injury is not serious and is more of a precaution. So don't get worried that is he going to miss out on the match against Arsenal? Looks like he won't. And I want him to feature. Definitely. I don't want this to be disrupted at the moment. He's doing well alongside Thiago Silva. Want this to continue on, and we'll see how we actually set up against Arsenal. It'll be very, very interesting, because potentially Reece James could come back on the right side, or it'll be Malo Gusto. I don't think we'll see Cucurella on that right side because he was really just filling in for the time being whilst Malo Gusto was serving the suspension and Reece James has been injured. So we'll see how the setup is going to be against Arsenal. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Malo Gusto, another one of our players that has made it to the French national team, which is fantastic once again. Malo Gusto has been called by Didier Deschamps to replace Dayot Upamecano in the French squad. This is coming from Fabrice Hawkins. Luckily enough, there's no injuries for Malo Gusto. He is going to be part of the French team. Whether he starts or not, we'll see. But once again, this is testament to Malo Gusto and his performances for Chelsea for the matches he's featured already. He's done really well. I'm very, very impressed. I didn't think, Malo Gusto will come in and impress in such a manner. His preseason was impressive. All the matches he's played so far until he got suspended has been very, very impressive. And hopefully he can see some minutes for France and keep growing in this manner. This is what Didier Deschamps had to say in regards to Malo Gusto. He's a very young player, but he can play at right back. He has played as a winger and he has played at fullback as well. Already at Lyon, he showed great things. At Chelsea, there is more significant competition, even if he has been helped by an injury to their usual starter, Reece James. He has areas of his game to work on, and he knows that he can improve defensively, but he is a young player who already finds himself at Chelsea, and he has potential which promises further progression in the months to come. So look, the one place where he really has impressed me is defensively. I thought maybe defensively he might struggle in the Premier League, but he's done really well. He's quite strong. I didn't think he would be physically meeting up to the challenge in the Premier League, but this is, I suppose, what you get with Liga. Liga probably is a lot more compatible with the Premier League in terms of players meeting the physical aspect of things. Where I do want him to improve is probably the offensive side of things. Yes, he's got himself a nice assist, I believe, against Luton. Might have got another assist here and there as well. But I do remember the Luton assist for Raheem Sterling. I want to see that a lot more, bombing on that right side, overlapping and creating opportunities for our attackers. So fantastic news for Malo Gusto. Next up, Ian Martin as well makes it to the national team. Has been called up to the Dutch squad to replace Burgess, however you pronounce it. I've got no idea. But bottom line, he's been called up to the Dutch national team. Ian Martin, look, I wish we utilized him a lot more, but it seems like we just can't find any space for him. And with players returning back from injury in the likes of Chukwuemeka, I'm starting to think we're not going to see much of Ian Martin. He's not getting looked at left back position either. So he's actually been looked at as an attacker. Right now, it seems like he's definitely surplus to requirements and potentially will have to be moved on in the January transfer window, which is sad. I really like this guy. I really rate this young player. Preseason showed why he's what he's about and what his quality brings to Chelsea Football Club. But as the season has panned out so far, we've not seen enough. And the little bits and pieces that we have seen, he's actually looked pretty all right. I think it was against Fulham when he came on and he hit the post. I wish that was a goal. That would have been a stunning goal. But good luck to Ian Martin in the international stage. Now, I've kept the best news till the end in regards to Christopher Nkunku. Christopher Nkunku is doing some kick-ups with the ball. He's getting strong. Look at some of these video that Christopher Nkunku has put up. His Instagram is looking nice, man. Very excited. He is the game changer for us. 100% he's the game changer. And his creative nature, his goal scoring nature, his technical ability, this guy will elevate us even more. We've got a lot of exciting young talents, ladies and gentlemen, and this guy will just simply take us to a different level. Can't wait for him to come back, and he's looking very strong, doing a lot of gym work, doing a lot of that looks like a lot of stretching as well. So hopefully we see him, but I think it's still a while away. We won't see him till probably around January. That's how the report's going. Christopher Nkunku charging. Love it. Absolutely love it, man. Once he comes around, the dynamics of our team will definitely change. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Make sure you participate. Well, make sure you join up our Discord group chat as well, where many other Chelsea fans are there, always available to have a conversation and mingle. So make sure you be part of that Discord group. I will leave the link in the description. You just basically click that and it'll take you to joining that particular Discord group. So comment below in regards to everything we've talked about, and I shall see you guys very, very soon in the near future. Until next time, see ya.